friends and families, thank you for joining us for our math lesson. For our math lesson today, we are going to review 3D shapes, which we learned at the beginning of the year all the way in November, so it's been a long time. And when we talked about 3D shapes, we talked about 4 different shapes. Do you remember what those 4 different shapes were? That's right, we talked about a cone, a sphere, a cylinder, and a cube. And what do we mean by 3D shapes? What are 3D shapes? That's right, 3D shapes are shapes that are solid. They are not flat. So if I took one of my 3D shapes like this cube and I put it on the floor in front of me, if I put my hand on top, my hand would not be able to touch the floor because this shape is solid. But if my shape was flat, like a square, and if I put it on the floor, my hand would be able to touch the ground. So solid shapes are not flat shapes. So we're going to play a few different games today to help us review our shapes. The first game, I'm going to describe a shape that you can find around your house. I will give you a clue, and your job is to try to figure out what shape I'm describing. So your first clue is this. Around your house, I look like a box. Which 3D shape could we be describing? A box. Which of these shapes looks like a box? Could it be a cylinder? Does a cylinder look like a box? No, not really. Does a sphere look like a box? I don't think so either. How about a cube? Does a cube look like a box? Yes, it does. How do you know? Wait, it kind of reminds me of a square. And I see several different squares on this cube. So it reminds me of a box because it is in the shape of a square. Now, let's listen for our next clue. Your next clue is this. Around your house, I look like a container of Play-Doh. So let's think about the other 3 shapes we haven't discussed yet. Which one looks most like a container of Play-Doh? Could it be a cone? Does a cone look like a container of Play-Doh? Not really. How about a cylinder? Yes, a cylinder looks like a container of Play-Doh. How do you know? That's right. It has 2 flat parts and a long body. That's what a cylinder and a container of Play-Doh have in common. Your next clue is this. Around your house, I look like an orange. We have 2 options left. Which one looks most like an orange? That's right, a sphere looks most like an orange. How do you know? That's right, because they are both around. They go around and around. They remind me of a circle. So that just leaves a cone. What does a cone look like around your house? And the cone reminds you of an ice cream cone. It also reminds me of a party hat. How does this cone and a party hat look similar? That's right, they both have pointy tops, and they have a flat part that looks like a circle. Nice job with that activity, friends. Now, we're going to play a similar game, but this time we're going to talk about 3 vocabulary words. These vocabulary words are very special. They are called faces, vertices, and edges. Do you remember what faces are? That's right, when we talk about 3D shapes, the face is the flat part of our shape. That's called a face. Do you remember what an edge is? An edge is where two faces meet. So, I'm not going to show you quite yet because I don't want to give anything away. And do you remember what a vertex is? A vertex is where the arms of an angle meet. So if you look at a cube, an angle is where one side, so let's say this side, meets this side. So this part right here is called an angle. It's kind of like a corner. Remember when we used to play our four corner games? That's what a vertex is. So now, game's got a little trickier, but say we can do it. Alright, so get your listening ears on. Here's your first clue. Your first clue is I have two faces. Which of these shapes had two faces? I'm looking at all these different shapes and I'm looking to see where the stickers are, because the stickers mark our faces. Well, I know that the sphere can't be it. The sphere, I don't see any stickers on. How many stickers do you see on this cone? That's right, I only see one sticker. So, it can't be a cone. I need two stickers. Could it be the cube? And I see a whole lot of stickers on a cube. It can't be that, so it must be our cylinder. Let's see if we can find the two faces. 1, 2. So a cylinder has two faces. Now, can you guess how many edges a cylinder has? An edge is where two faces meet. How many places on a cylinder do you think the two faces meet? I know they meet along this long body part, so I'm going to say they can meet at the top and the bottom. So that means that a cylinder has two edges. Two faces and two edges. Very interesting. So I'm going to set my cylinder over here because we've already used that. And here's your next clue. I have one face. One face. What shape has one face? Let's look at all the shapes we haven't used. I know, sorry Sphere, can't be you. You don't have any. Doesn't look like you have any faces. So it's down between these two. Which one just has one face? That's right, the cone has just one face. One flat part in the shape of a circle. Nice job. Now, I want to know how many vertices a cone has. A vertice is the area, the arms of the angles meet. So, let's see. I know that there's one face, and to figure out how many angles, I want to see where the arms of the shape meet. So if I go straight across, so from here all the way across here, so I lined up at the pointy part, and if I do the same on the other side, so at the bottom, come all the way across. Oh, there's only one point where they meet. So that tells me that a cone also has one vertice, one face and one vertice. That's super interesting. Now, I only have two choices left. Your next clue is I have 0 faces. Which shape up here has no stickers on it? That's right, the sphere has no stickers. That means it has no faces. There are no flat parts of the sphere. If I put this on the ground and my hand on top, no matter which way I turn the sphere, I'm never going to be able to find any flat parts. So that means that the only shape we haven't talked about yet is the cube. And the cube, the clue I would have given you, is I have 8 vertices. What did we say a vertice is? That's right, a vertice is kind of like a corner. So there are several different corners on this cube. And it's where the arms of the angle meet. Kind of like right here. And how many edges do I have? How many spots do I have where the faces meet? I'm going to be doing a lot of counting. Let's see. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness, a cube has 12 vertices. That's an awful lot of vertices. That has the most out of all the shapes. Well, that is our game. Thank you for watching, friends, and I hope that you learned a little bit more about 3D shapes. Make sure that you stay tuned for our enrichment video.